Listen up, people. I have had a hell of a terrible week. Okay? The second semester of my university started and there was no meet and greet. They immediately fist us up with some information that I've never thought that I could ever conceive and never understand in my entire life. The level of difficulty with the information that was provided to us was next level, basically, let's just say, alright? And then, not only that, I had to work 2 days a week. Not only that, I got hired for a new job. Why did I accept that job, you ask? I have no idea. All I know is that this week I have 2 hours that I need to make sure that I balance out the stress so I can enjoy the rest of my weekend. Alright, what did I get? I got a more stressful game than my entire week times twice. Alright? Do the math. Twice. Stress. I'm dying over here. What the hell was that game? Listen, if I wanted to watch a stressful game, if I wanted to watch a thriller movie, I would watch an action movie. Samuel L. Jackson, something with Denzel Washington. If I wanted a thriller, okay? You don't give me this garbage, all right? It wasn't garbage, to be fair. It was actually absolute cinema, but I'm just saying I'm upset. I'm pissed. I wanted to win, all right? That's what I wanted to do. Tactical banter. The only way that you can make this up for me to have a good weekend is to subscribe and like the channel. What else do you want me to say? Come on, hit the like button, subscribe, comment. That stuff right there. Listen, I don't even have enough time. I'm in my car. That's how much time I don't have, all right? I'm not on my desk. I'm not editing. I'm not looking at my screen, and I got my keyboard and my lovely desktop that I paid a lot of money to get because I'm an idiot. Anyway, we're going to talk about the game in my car because I'm saving time, because I'm a responsible person with my time. I know it's been 2 minutes. I didn't even talk about the game. I'm stalling. I'm just talking about time, but here I am not talking about the game. Wasting time. Guess what? You know who else wasted time? Genoa. My God. The amount of time that their goalkeeper, that Andrew Tate looking goalkeeper, wasted 5 minutes by himself every 5 minutes. Do the math again. How much time are you going to waste? And then you only give us 5 minutes extra for stoppage time? This dude alone had like 6-7 minutes. Oh my God, I just said 6-7. God damn. What is... I'm so sorry, people. I apologize. Anyway, let's get into this game, alright? We started well. Well, I mean, not well, but better than how we've been starting. Usually when we start, we let the opponent have the ball for 30 minutes before we start getting going. This time around, we had the ball. They defended. We had the ball the entire game except for 3 times. You know what? They scored once. They missed the target once. And they got a penalty once. 3 times, man. They had 0.39 XG. I don't even know the maths on that one. Yes, I do. Basically, they could only score less than half a goal, but they scored a goal, all right? That's how the game went. Who else but Colombo, an ex-Milan player, to score against Milan? We haven't seen that before, have we? I don't know. Maldini? I don't know. Colombo in the past? I don't know. Oh, I know. Adley last year? How typical is it that every time we sell a player, they score against us, and they're pissed, and they're upset, and they're sad because they scored against the club that they love. That who do we got in the attack? No one. We got no one in attack. They're all injured. We got Fulkrug in attack, who we're still getting to know. Anyway, we kept huffing and puffing and huffing and puffing. McMuffin, McLovin, all of them. No one could score a goal. We made Genoa look like prime Chiellini, Bonucci, and Barzagli. Yeah, there we go. They are the worst defense in Serie A, if I'm not mistaken. Second worst or something like that. They defended like they had I don't know what you call those London buses. The 2-decker buses. That's how they defended. They defended like they had that haram beat music going on. It's actually a good song, the lyrics, if you listen to it. But basically, it's a meme. It's haram football meme. Bro, they defended like that. I was watching this game. I'm like, ain't no way in hell we're going to score a goal. The way they were defending. We had the ball. We had possession. We were dribbling players. We were doing the 1-2s. My goodness, Barzagli can whip a ball in. Boy, man, his crosses were inch perfect. That's how well they defended. that we were crossing the ball perfectly and they kept getting the ball. Not to mention, when they couldn't get the ball, they had Andrew Tate at goal, saving them, doing up alpha Milan crap. My God. What is our luck with these lesser teams, shall we say, in the table? How is it that we could win against Inter, draw against Juve, win against Napoli, Roma, and convincingly, by the way, except for the Inter game? I think that was kind of, we'll talk about it later. And then we come to these games and we just, no shit, all fart. All right? Shooting blanks is what they say, is what they call it. How is it? What is the message that we need to send to these players? You know what? When you're playing against a small team, kill them, destroy something, anything. Dude, just score a goal first, at least. Well, actually, they scored once or twice. Anyway, never mind. Don't take my advice. But let me talk about the players. Shall we talk about the players? I know why we didn't win the game. Oh, yeah. Now that we mention it, I know why we didn't win the game. Because Fofana started the game. Oh, my God. I have to be the biggest Fofana hater in the internet. And honestly, I really don't mean it, but he just does things that makes me, oh my God, man. You see? Listen. I don't want to sound rude, okay? But if you place a donkey looking backwards, the position that he was in when he slipped, the donkey would have gotten a goal. All right? This guy didn't touch the ball. The guy slipped. The ball went past him like he's in the Matrix. This isn't the Matrix, man. I know we are playing against Andrew Tate, but you gotta escape the Matrix, okay? How do you miss a goal from point blank? How do you slip from point blank? How do you sleep at night when you miss a goal like that? Oh my God! When I missed a wrong answer in my exam, I spent 2 days thinking about it. That's me. I'm a perfectionist. Excuse me for being a perfectionist. Okay, all right. How do you miss Pavlovic? I keep calling him Pavlovic, man. Anyway, Pavlovic, my guy. Listen. Most improved player from last year? Probably, maybe, alongside Bartezaghi. But an open header, 93rd minute. Come on, bro. Hit the target, please. Hit the target. Leao, I know he scored a goal, but how clumsy is Leao as a number 9? How clumsy is he? Oh, he's at zero awareness. The guy, for some reason, stopped taking on his man. He only took his man once after the 90th minute, where he decided to take his man, and he took a minute. Actually, of our time trying to dribble Norton Cuffy, who seems to be a good player. I don't know, Anyway, clumsy, right position, right time. We get that. He scores goals. We get that. He's clutch. We get that. But listen, the Leao that we know is not the Leao that we're watching right now. This Leao that just doesn't dribble his man, that doesn't sprint, trying to beat players. That's not the Leao we had. Pulisic, on the other hand, Captain America. Bro. This guy did everything for us. Dribbled every single time, won his dribbles, crossed the ball pretty well, I would say. The 1-2s. Every time they put out the most distance covered in the field, Pulisic is in there in that screen. The guy ran the most. He did not score. Of course he did not score. I know there was that handball incident, whatever. Andrew Tate at goal. Definitely didn't allow him to score one of those shots. That was a really good save, I have to say. A couple of shots went wide, but overall, great performance. We can't blame him. I don't know if I can blame anyone other than maybe Gabbia on the Colombo goal. He got finessed. He looked like an amateur defender the way Colombo spun him and got the space. All right. I promise you, when we scored the goal, I couldn't believe it because that's how good they defended. I'm like, oh my God, the ball actually went in after all those. After the 75th cross and then 29th corner, we actually scored. All right, we got 2 minutes. We go forward. We didn't get a penalty call. I'm not sure if it's a penalty. Even Füllkrug was getting in it. He's always trying. He's always getting into 50-50s. Like, listen, they're looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm looking at the streets, making sure I'm... Anyway, he tried his best. Atacama even got a shot on target. I was like, oh my God, this is reminiscent of the Pisa game. But it didn't work out. Obviously, his shot was saved by Andrew Tate. What else? Who else? Rabiot, good game. Bartezaghi, honestly, I know he gave that penalty. He slipped. I'll give him it. It's fine. He slipped. He didn't make a wrong tackle. Okay, he didn't he didn't come with a Fofana, just absolute nonsense. Even though that's kind of very unwise of me to say because also Fofana tripped. But listen, I'm biased. I like Bartezaghi. I can't stand Fofana. As a matter of fact, it's the January window. Why don't we just find a little Galatasaray, a little Fenerbahce, Al Nassr maybe, do something, ship him out. Loftus-Cheek came in, did nothing as well. I was disappointed at that. We need to see more Jashari. We need to see more Richard. Figure something out. We need to see our actual expensive players that we brought in to change the team that are not getting a sniff. All right? Whew, I need to get that off my chest. What else? What else before I go? What time is it? What time is it? I need to save time. I got an exam tomorrow, by the way. Did I mention that I have an exam tomorrow? Oh, I know y'all said I'm getting some great comments. They're saying that they like the way I analyze the game, the way I present the game. A little bit of humor here and there, a little bit calm. I know I just threw that all under the bus here in my car. Checking out that I'm not getting canceled or called on for being crazy or anything with the way that I'm screaming, but it was one of those games. Let's talk about that penalty. My goodness, I could not believe my eyes. Honestly, I was so messed up from that game, from that 90 minutes, that when they got the penalty, I was like, of course they got the penalty. Look at me, I'm not even Italian. Of course they got the penalty. And then I'm thinking to myself, what would be, more suiting for this game? If he missed. And not only did he miss, he skied it. It was hilarious. I was like, what am I watching? What kind of plot twist is this? Is this an Ed Night Shyamalan movie or something? No. But I don't know what Magnan was complaining about, what the players were playing. I think it's just passion, that kind of game. But anyway, what do you guys think about the game? We're 3 points off of Inter, people. Is it done? It looks like to be done because those dudes can't even slow down, bro. Just get a draw at least. They cannot slow down. I don't know who they got going on. We had like 6 easy games. I said it. We should have won 6 of them. And here we go. Second game in. We lose points. Of course. Como game, by the way. Como game. There's a Como game coming up. I'm telling you right now, I'm counting that as a loss. I don't see us winning against Como. With the way they play and the way we play, listen, I'll be surprised if we win. Call me a pessimistic AC Milan fan. But what do we do in this January transfer market? What do we do? Who do we bring? Who's going to help us? I don't think anyone can help us with the way we play. Because, we had all the ball. What is another player going to do when we have all the ball? All right? I don't know. You tell me. Give me a comment. Who do you think we should bring? And, yeah. Juventus, they're coming back. They're coming hard as well, The top 4 Italy is the best league in the world right now. I know we're saying Premier League, Premier League this and that, bro. The Premier League is honestly looking like toilet. Why am I looking behind me? It's not looking good, the Premier League. I know they play beautiful football and whatnot. They're chicken heads running around each other. That's what I look at when I see the Premier League. Chelsea, let's talk about Chelsea for a second. I always say that I'm going to talk about Chelsea. Look at Chelsea. They had a decent manager. They let him go. They brought in some new one. They'll let him go in 6 months, trust me. Manchester United, they have a project. They let him go. Listen, the Premier League is all talk, no walk, all right? Just propaganda. Yes, they have the TV rights. That's why they have all the money. Yes, they have all the money, but they run like chicken heads. I prefer Serie A. Okay, listen, I love the Premier League. Don't get me wrong. I like my Chelsea. But I don't have a connection with Chelsea, man. Every single week they changed 11 players. Why am I talking about Chelsea? I swear I don't have ADHD, nor did I drink coffee today. Listen, I've been staring at books and lectures for I don't know how long, for like 5 days, man. All I wanted was a win today, and we didn't win. And here I am in my car. So just make sure to subscribe. And maybe, oh my God, we have Fiorentina next. Oh my God. I swear to God, if you lose against Fiorentina. By the way, Fiorentina, I have a soft spot for you. By the way, fun fact, Genoa is my second favorite team. I don't know why, I just wanted to mention that. Fiorentina, I swear to God, I had a soft spot for you. I hope you go down. You know why. Get your ass down in Serie B, you pussios. Alright? I hope you lose. I hope you get face up. Oh, I hope Leao pulls up with a hat trick. I hope Captain America turns into Homelander and destroys you. Okay? Alright. With that being said, I swear I'm a nice person. Peace.